Everybody
I heard
says
you
it
say it a little bit different. Yeah.
Like some people put like the gel at the end of it, Rangel.
Rangel?
A lot of people say it that
or
way.
Angel.
Wrangle.
Wrangle.
I've heard that one too.
I'm just going to say it differently every single time, probably. But of course, we've got the OMEN challenge rolling around. You guys made the decision. The modifier this time around is going to be choose wisely, because you're going to have no backpacks available. And now you've got to make a decision about what you're going to pick up off the ground, because there's more loot in general.
I love it. Pretty much max loot on everything. So anything you could potentially want should be around, which means the fact that just about dropping anywhere is safe. Looks like Rose has an idea related to that, and looks like we're going to go north of Stallberg.
Oh,
now,
that's an interesting idea, right? Because there's tripled loot or whatever it is.
Just go wherever.
Go wherever you want. There's going to be something for you there, but you don't have a backpack.
That's the downside.
So
what do you commit to? You have to make your choice. Oh, actually, no. We just got confirmation that we're wrong.
What?
Chat.
I looked at the results.
Hack/throw is our winner here.
Oh
so,
gosh.
You guys, I told you wanted to do this one on Sandhawk. You don't want to do it on this one.
This is the melee one?
This is the melee.
Oh my god.
So, I made this comment the other day. In the land of melees and nades, whenever that's all you've got, cars become king. So, pretty much everybody's going to be going around right now trying to get up as many nades as humanly possible, getting preferably a pan of some type, and then just running around and trying to get cars. Now, a big factor inside of this is the fact that I'm going to forewarn everybody. It's a little slow at the start.
It's got to be a little bit slow, right?
That's the way it works, okay, guys? It's just going to be real kind of chill at the start, because people can't engage with each other. It's going to be only whenever people kind of connect. And right now, all the cars are going to have a ton of health. So it's not like you can necessarily get kills based off of it, just like bouncing into each other at this stage yet either. But you want to try to keep your vehicles up with as much life as possible. What's going on down there at the bottom right?
I like this.
Hey, what's up?
Instead of an anime pose, just do it.
That is an anime pose. I'm sorry. That is 100% anime pose.
Instead of an anime character, you can do your anime pose.
Screw your little anime drawings down there. Just full commit to the Ginyu poses yourself.
The Ginyu poses. Mixed low. Very nicely done there, sir. He's chilling in Rozak. Oh my gosh, yeah, as you mentioned, it's going to be a little bit slower. So hack, slash, and throw. We're going to have melee weapons. We're going to have all kinds of grenades coming out of people, Molotovs, and a lot of vehicles, I suppose, at the end of this.
Yeah, and so you're going to see the commitment on type of nades that you want to pick up is really key. Smokes have a little bit of use potentially in the later stages of the game, but really
they can't see your car coming through?
Well, no, because what's going to end up happening is the circle's going to get so small, you can't drive around anymore.
Ooh. So why not just drive around anyway? What are they going to do?
Because there's going to be so many other cars that are stacked up and blown apart and damaged and everything else like that. Because that's going to be eventually what happens there. So Molotovs and nades become really big. But the thing is, you got to conserve them. You don't, like, what's going to end up happening is a lot of people are going to be driving around, trying to run into each other and trying to nade each other with like cool driving nades and stuff like that, and they're going to end up burning through a lot of their utility.
Right.
And if they're not careful, it's going to get to late game and suddenly you just don't have anything except for sitting in the back of a buggy or a UAZ and having like a pan or something.
That's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to this. I haven't seen one of these rounds yet.
So, another thing to note is getting whenever everybody starts like fighting and starts driving around, you end up in this stage where you like stop and you're starting to try to run people over.
Yeah.
If you can jump into somebody else's vehicle, remember everybody's running melees.
Yeah.
Start swinging when you get in there.
No
and
way.
You get a ton of kills that way too, but it's hyper dangerous. I think it was Fuglet whenever we were watching in the EU. He was just mind gaming people. He was just sitting in a vehicle, bouncing like he was trying to bait people to come into his car, and then would seat switch and just spin and like kill them instantly.
Yo, that sounds tight. I want to see some of that going down as well. What do we got on screen right now? This is Regcho on Twitch TV.
Regcho and Godboki.
Godboki? Godboki.
That's what I'm going to go with. Godboki.
Yeah, we got Regcho here, though, with the extreme close-up on the fingertips of his mouse. What's on that mouse pad? Is that Michael Jackson?
I have no idea.
It's either me or Michael Jackson. I'm not sure. It might be me.
I think that it's a... I don't think that he's pale enough to be Michael Jackson. Unless he's like 80s Michael Jackson.
Yeah, exactly. 80s Michael Jackson. Also with like a perm. I'm not really sure.
That's a ton of energy drinks.
Yeah, what is going on up there?
All right, so stacking up. One thing I've noticed is a lot of people are picking up stun nades, which I think that they... See, this is one of those modes that if you haven't played it before, you think that you know how to play it. So, like, a lot of people will think, oh, I'm going to use stun nades for whenever we get to that point where I'm going to, like, start meleeing and swinging. The problem is it's not going to get to that stage until you play. Like, honestly, having things...
Maybe everyone's going to make it that far.
Are going to be a big factor in it.
Well, here we go. We got A1 Ruka on here. His team's going to be Lemonida, who is nowhere around him, apparently.
I mean, having full mansion to yourself to loot. Looting isn't a big factor here. Like,
no, it's not.
Pretty much get your melee, get what you want, and
I mean, you got to get armored up at least, right?
Get armor, yeah, because naturally getting the armor and the backpack lets you carry more types of nades. So that's where the big factor comes into play. But we're seeing a lot of people run around with crossbows and machete, not crossbows, but crowbars and machetes. Yeah. So
crowbars and machetes is going to be the primary weapons that we're going to see out here outside of the vehicles.
Pans. I love pans. Just for the sound. That's my favorite part of the sound. And chat, why does no one have guns? Because this is what you guys voted for.
And this is what you guys voted for. And don't forget, voting is live currently for next round as well. So right now, the melee mode is out. The crate mode is out as well. So you guys got 3 choices left. I'm voting for SMG Shoddy. That's going to be my vote. Make sure you guys, if you guys are on the Twitch app on mobile, you guys can activate the extension just by clicking on the puzzle piece. And the puzzle piece will actually bring up the little voting for you.
And naturally, voting is active right now, so you still have a couple of minutes to where you can get in, make your voice heard, and modify how these games are played out. We're still going to have one more round after this one. So the way that it works through is, again, since we have a lot of people coming in and kind of asking what's up, you can come in through and you can put different modifiers on how people are going to be playing through. With this one specifically, we're kind of talking about the fact that it's just nades and cars is the easiest way to look at it. Melees aren't going to become a factor until really far into the game. So
yeah, and it's so crazy if you think about like the overall placements that these guys are in, and they're trying to hold their spots. The guys who have gotten all these kills so far, you got to believe most of those came from using a gun. So right now, I feel like if somebody's like a melee master, there's a pan. He's going to skip the pan.
A lot of people.
Who are you?
A lot of people.
Lemony,
they feel like that they want the crowbars. I don't know.
Is there a weapon that's better for melee, like per hit?
You can. There's people say different things one way or the other, and I know certain ones do different forms of damage. But I gotta say, doesn't matter. Pan. The sound, man. I live for the sound. Not gonna lie.
Right.
So here with Love Pudding and Noonbushin.
Yeah, Noonbushin. And they are chilling together. They're rolling on.
Was swinging by. Flip this off.
Oh, see, so one of them is gonna be driving, and one of them is gonna be riding.
All right, so here's our teammate popping over here.
Love Pudding.
So, motorcycles can be strong-ish because you can do some kind of fun stuff with them. But
drive-by pan people?
Yes.
That would be awesome.
We saw a couple of people trying for it in the last round. All right, and so at this point, I can already see chat is like, hey, what's going on here? Remember the fact that we want you to go visit other people's streams. So if you see something cool, like what we're watching now with the full Sailor Moon commitment, feel free to go jump over there, say hi inside of their Twitch chat.
Yeah, go say what's up to Love Pudding.
I gotta say, is it just because it's early in the morning? It's like every single time a girl shows up on any of the cams and stuff like that, chat's like, I
don't think that has anything to do with time of day.
You don't think so?
Nope, I don't think so.
Right.
I've been on Twitch long enough. It's not how that works. So, usually just typo girl. They're so excited. Girl!
Here's the thing. How would you end up playing this? Would you end up going with a motorcycle and try to go for the speed and the maneuverability? Ooh. Or would you go for like the UAZ for a little bit extra tanky?
I want to do, this idea of drive-by panning is really speaking to me right now.
It's style. That's what this mode is all about, is style.
What do you call the little add-on car for the motorcycle?
Sidecar.
Sidecar, yeah. Like, I want to be the sidecar guy with the pan. And I want somebody to drive me around so I can smack people like while they're running away from me. Just upside the back of their head. Boom.
Now, okay. There is one bad thing that we should point out right now.
Okay.
Is there's a lot of water inside of the circle. And if somebody doesn't want to have fun and wants to be a jerk and wants to play for points, they can go get in a boat and go sit in the water, because that's the kind of the problem with it is you can't go chase down somebody and you can't shoot them out in the distance.
Water strats?
Yeah, water strats are kind of
grenade people in the water?
Oh, gotta cook it just right.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
So here we go.
Going fishing?
I like to refer to it as red net fishing. Throwing out the nades out there. So we got Ben Chase.
Is that gonna hit? Oh, get him! Come on.
You can run over people as well, keep in mind.
Yeah, this is what you were talking about burning through your utility, though.
Yeah. And so you want the kill, without a doubt. You want to try to go for it. Throwing the Molotovs out there. Oh, it looks like they beached. Okay, never mind. There you go. Get the boat and run them over.
Can you run people over with boats?
Yes, you can. And you have to remember, you only have a certain amount of oxygen, so you keep having to go underneath the water and go. But here's the thing. If you try to run people over with boats and you make the turn, remember, boats slow down really fast?
Yeah.
Somebody can jump in the boat. So that's where the thing. You have to, essentially, you just have to decide at some point to try to go for a very risky play in this mode.
This is definitely my preferred mode.
All right, so you can see trying to make the cut.
That's why Moses was so mad. He didn't get the melee.
Yeah.
Sucker. Banchang.
And more Pokemon. I think it's a stuffed Charizard. I don't know. See, I gotta be honest. This is my gamer confessions.
Gamer confession with Matram.
I've never played a Pokemon game.
Wow. Neither have I. High five.
Hey, what's up? We play adult games.
Yeah.
Where guns and violence happen. What's up? But
man, but I do know some Pokemon. I've watched the show a little bit.
That's a Charizard,
That is definitely a Charizard or a Charmander, or maybe it's not even a Pokemon. I mean, it is orange, which is leading us down this Char route, but I have no idea.
And see, somebody popping off in chat. Cheese, this is a Snorfest, melee only. Cheese. Yes.
You voted for it, bro.
We told you.
We warned you. Matram
You
did
should
so.
do it on Sandhawk. I told you at the beginning of voting for last round.
Yeah, where was your vote, bro?
This is a fun game mode, but like I said, it's going to take a second to get there. That's kind of the problem with playing it on Orangel, is the fact that there's just so much space on this map. So you can kind of avoid each other for as long as humanly possible. You can still see 47 people up and alive at the direct time. But they're going to end up, once we start getting into the later circles, you will see the glory of this mode and the fun and how it kicks off.
Dude, I want to see a bathroom camper with a pan so bad right now. I just want to see it.
Well, it looks like we're actually shifting away from urban areas and like finally starting to move away from the water. So that's good based off of where the circle happens. Looks like it's going to be still west of Gatka, because that's kind of where we're driving around at right now.
And are you a big Sailor Moon fan?
Not really.
I'm going to guess.
I'm a guy, so no.
Wait, what?
Well, there are some guys that are Sailor Moon fans, but
there's a lot. I'm not one of them, but there are, I'm sure, must be a lot in the chat right now. They can tell us exactly the name of that character with the big ribbon and the blue and the white. That's the main Sailor Moon, right? Doesn't she usually have blonde hair, though?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure.
I have no idea.
I'm definitely hiding my weeb card.
The only thing I know is that like there's the guy, like, what is it, Tuxedo Max or whatever it is, that has that meme where it's just like, I'm done here. It's like, but you've done nothing. And he's like, he does like the little cloak and runs off. That's about.
Is that from Sailor Moon?
I think so.
I have no idea. Oh, wow. No way.
Try to line up.
The tree got it.
Hey, sometimes you got to take out the trees. Now, see, this is the thing I'm talking about. So you start burning through utility early because you think that you can hit these shots. Sometimes it's just kind of better to hold on to them. But that being said, got the UAZ down there. If you can line up a nice nade, you can really do some damage, get some kills. But
yeah, love putting, trying to get. I mean, she's at least gathering some attention right now, right? Oh, they're coming.
Oh, well, that's the whole thing, is a lot of people won't commit into it. Because, okay.
Really?
Let's be honest. We're playing in Asia. Asia plays for points. They're going to play for placement. So it's kind of a risky play to kind of run in here.
Even in this mode, though?
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, because that's the whole thing, is this is a fun game mode, is the way this whole thing kind of plays out. And chat's sitting here talking about stuff. So, wait. Okay, is Sailor Moon... like one of them, aren't they like named different ones? So it's like Sailor Moon, Sailor Jupiter,
Mercury,
and Sailor whatever.
Neptune.
So like, she would be Sailor Moon, right?
I believe so.
Oh my God,
I think she's the main one. But I mean, the Sailor Moon has a real name too, right? It's not. She has like like a normal Clark Kent.
Oh, there we go. Here's the precursor of what's going to happen.
Get him.
Now we're starting to get into the Mad Maxi style of this mode.
What's happening?
You start giving each other the love taps. You can see the circle's getting pretty small at this stage, so we're starting to get there, chat. It's finally starting to happen.
Okay, so tell me about this. If you start digging these cars with this, do they take enough damage will start catching on fire and explode?
Right.
All right.
So that's kind of the
so
demolition derby
vehicle
stage comes through. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
So once they start ramming into each other, they're going to start doing damage to each other.
Did you ever play that game Destruction Derby way back in the day?
Good Lord, we're going back
I
way back in the
love that.
day.
Yeah, way back.
See, we don't play Pokemon, but we play such great
Destruction Derby.
Destruction Derby. Oh my God.
I used to have a demo of that game. Oh man, that was my favorite.
That's so good. All right, so with Rimba and Myuk. Getting a little bit like, okay, this is actually a pretty solid area you want to kind of control. And I know it sounds weird to say control because you can't actually get some level of control with the vehicles. All right, so kind of looking around.
He's cutting him off.
It's his teammate though.
Oh, what?
I know. They're running together.
Man,
okay.
I thought he was trying to hit him.
I can tell maybe this might be the strategy to go for. So what you can do is you can ram somebody, and then your teammate can come back behind and hit you as well, and you can flip vehicles because that's the big factor. Is if you can flip a vehicle, like these vehicles can take a lot of damage, so just kind of bouncing off of them a whole bunch doesn't get you a lot. But if you flip the vehicle, now you've essentially neutralized it. Somebody can still hide out in there and just like chill with their pan or their melee weapon for whatever that they want. I like that. Whoosh, whoosh. Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
the buggy just came out of nowhere, man.
Coordinated vehicle slaughter sounds a lot of fun. I doubt we're going to get to see any.
Oh,
I don't know if are these guys
happen.
that really?
It'll eventually happen. Whether or not it's truly coordinated or accidentally coordinated, it's going to happen at some point. All right, here we go.
Time.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25 teams alive, 45 players. There's
Look,
P&Ds and Duckman.
It's like LA traffic. And just everybody's all just ramming on the road.
And this is like LA traffic, like currently at 5 a.m. when no one's awake yet.
Okay, this is where you start committing, start throwing the horn around, baiting each other a little bit. You can start to see the vehicle.
Oh, this is awesome. Well, how have we not had a new Destruction Derby game yet?
That's one of the game modes that why I never understood they didn't do. Like, you'd think that PUBG Corp would be like, okay, super fast early circles, cars galore, nades, and then maybe like a crossbow just to throw it in for like a splash of fun.
Just one crossbow in the middle. Everyone's got to get to it. Everyone starts off in a circle on the outside.
Well, I think that we're actually playing with supply drop. I don't know if they still have them in this game mode turned on, but that means that you can potentially end up with an armored UAZ, which is kind of unfair.
Yeah.
Chat, I know it's kind of boring right now. Like I said, it takes.
How is this boring? You look at it; it's getting crazy.
It's gonna get there. So we've got 58 seconds before this circle, and then all 44 of these people are gonna start having to do what we're doing with right now. It'll be fine. Just breathe. It'll get there. Okay, now.
Oh, he's getting crazy.
Is that a flashbang? Oh, Rimba got hit with a nade there. That's the risk of stopping. Look, okay, and listen to how much fun these guys are having.
Exactly. Yeah, you see here, Muke having a good time. Renba, though, he's so low. That was his teammate that took the grenade.
All right, driving through here. Now, this is the problem. They're separated out into two different vehicles. You want to stop and you want to try to med. But when you do, that just means that there's a high opportunity for somebody else to hit you with another nade. So since you're inside the vehicles, you feel like you're invulnerable until you take that damage. Because naturally you can kind of drive and seat switch and do all that other stuff. Uh-oh. Do we have a target? No.
Was that a bait?
He's just trying to protect out. You can see that running the defensive strategies here. He's just trying to drive around, make sure to protect. Okay, new circle is up. Going to be right along the coastline there. Still the 44 alive.
Pop and stem. Here we go.
Yeah, Caesar the Roman, you know what's up. RTX on. Here is the, the greatest killer in this game mode is frames.
Oh,
because
really?
What's going to end up happening is we're going to have 40, look at this. Look how many people are in vehicles. We're going to have 40-something vehicles on this map. They're all going to be driving around. They're going to be throwing Molotovs, smokes, nades. Frame rates just get murdered as it goes through. Now, I want to talk about the hero that we see. Due up in the center of this map, Ping Soon. Not in a car. Not in a car. Look at him. He's just chilling there, hanging out.
Yeah, but Chia Wei just picked up a vehicle. Might be on the way to pick him up.
Possibly. We got two people that are actually on the outskirts of the circles, just like on the far eastern part. Now, you can see a lot of people playing along the edge with no cars as of right now.
Yeah,
Rimba looks like he's running straight over towards somebody. Didn't get thrown over. Oh, they hopped inside their car. All right, so there we go. We got the quarry that's going to be in play, which is going to make for an interesting kind of driving area that we're going to look at. A lot of people playing along the west coast, specifically on the road, just kind of driving around.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the east side. There's only about 2 teams that do not have a vehicle, maybe 3 teams.
They might just be hiding out next to their vehicles right now, kind of like being patient with it. So that's where it's kind of hard to say. We got lunch that's kind of hanging around in the middle of this. So once the circle pops down and we get the new safe zone, that's where it's going to start being just too small. And you just don't have any space.
Oh
Go for the flip!
God!
Go for the flip!
Oh, no!
Okay, I respect it. Though. I respect it. Gotta go for the flip. We've casted game mode twice now, and he is the first person to commit to doing the flip.
Duckman is a god.
He is the hero.
Duckman and PNDs.
Yep. All right. This is the stream, guys. You can see right now. This is the stream. Go give them some love.
Go give him the follow. We haven't heard one of those follow alerts in a minute.
Oh, he's the one with like the voice.
He's like the
Oh, there you go. One UAZ got flipped over there. All right, you can see the motorcycle's taking a little bit of damage because of the flip. That's all right. That's all right. They got plenty of stuff they can work with.
Someone around him?
Yeah, they spotted somebody else over there in the distance. They're just conveying information back and forth right now. All right, minute 14. They do have control over one of the few buildings that are inside here. Now, guys, okay, this is where I'm going to remind you about the hashtag Broadcaster Royale because there's going to be a lot of randomness that's about to happen. So if we miss something, please throw it at us with the hashtag Broadcaster Royale. Feel free to tag us. Don't even care. Want to see what's about to go down. Now, we were talking about the this might be a good cook. This might be a good cook. Can he connect with it? Oh, that was so close. So close.
Yo, Duckman.
That was going to be a little bit too far out. Yeah. I flashbanged him, though, it looks like.
He just drives into a tree.
It's about showing dominance whenever you flashbang somebody in a car. Being like, I know I can't kill you, but eh.
You better watch out. Hope I don't find a real grenade. Man, I've never seen the garage used as an actual garage. You know, like park the bike in there.
See, that's what I love the bike simply because you can get inside of all the buildings. Like, you can actually open any door and drive the bike through it to protect it.
Ooh, any door?
Yep.
I didn't realize that.
Yep. So whenever you're playing late game and trying to go for survival, you just open the door, run the motorcycle in. All right, so here we are with Dopper and Edwin live.
Yeah, Edwin live. Chilling out here. He's in the buggy. Wonder what Dopper's in. Both have vehicles, though. Winding down here. Still 43 alive. We've lost like 4 players in the last, I believe, 10 to 15 minutes.
Well, that's the way this, again, that's the way the game works, guys. We're getting there, though. You can see the fact that now whenever we're jumping over with people, you just can't avoid them anymore.
No.
So the way that this works, so I'll kind of explain how it's going to go down.
All right.
Oh! Okay, can't hide behind the trees there. So, okay, now start off with, that's the way. Oh, he was going to go for a nade. Yep.
I hope that was his teammate's nade.
No. The guy that was going through there, so finish it off. Just tap him, give him a little taps with the car. All right.
Beautiful.
So, we're going to see a lot of driving, a little bit of damage coming through, a couple of runovers on people as they lose their vehicles or the vehicles get stuck. But you're trying to like drive around really quick, eventually the circle gets too small. And so you end up driving out in the blue and taking a lot of blue damage.
Okay.
And you start taking car damage, you start taking, like, all the Molotovs start coming into play. As long as you can be conservative and hold on to your utility, you can just destroy so many people late game. What's going to end up happening, specifically because it looks like we're getting a lot of the Gatka fields inside of here, it's just going to be wide out in the open. Like, so there's not going to be anywhere to hide. Because that becomes the big factor, is where do you hide? And then people with the melee weapons that lose their vehicles start fighting over the places to hide, while the cars outside just are like sharks swimming around, waiting for anybody to come outside.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you about like hills, if there are certain vehicles that are better at traversing the hills. Like, it seems like the buggy is pretty good at it.
Oh, without a doubt. There are different vehicles that have different like horsepower that can go up hills. Like the Dacia or the oh, there you go. Flip them around there.
This is so cool.
Now, see, this is one of those moments you can, like, whenever you hit one of those flips, you can actually jump out and commit to jumping inside of their vehicle. But it's so risky to do it.
Yeah. Oh, poor Dacia.
Oh, and the Dacia, known for its massive speed and horsepower at restarting, be sitting there for a few minutes.
And Muke and Renba.
Just get
versus
pushed
Blake
around.
Korea and Egg Benny now.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh,
no. Did he pincer him? Okay. Because there's a certain point where you can get the Dacia in between.
Oh, is he jumping out?
Yeah, he's got him locked down and in position now, looks like.
To refilling the gas. Yo, get out.
There you go. He's going for it. He's going for it. Try to connect.
Oh, God.
No, go with the melee weapons. Go with the melee weapons.
Melee, bro.
Oh, there we go.
I can't see. I'm blind.
Blake gets knocked inside of this, and here comes the car just to connect and get him down.
We're down at 39 to go.
All right.
Blake is out of there.
What are you going to do, Eggbinny? You're all by yourself now.
Leave Blake. He fought a good fight.
Mute took a lot of damage. You got to be careful. Look, he's playing over there next to the blue. If anybody actually hits him, they can push him out in the blue right now. Rimba's trying to play a little bit more defensive and be a blocker.
Yeah, he's blocking for Mute.
We're now at that stage where we're playing a variant of Rocket League, it feels like.
Rocket League with no boosts on the car. Dude, this mode should have boosts on the car.
Oh, God. Let's just go full Twisted Metal with it at this point.
Yes.
Just add rocket launchers. Just go Mad Max.
But then you still be shooting people. We've got to keep them like melee vehicles, you know?
Yeah, maybe just add melee. Maybe make melee vehicle weapons. Like put like rams on the front of cars or spikes and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. Wasn't there a movie like Death Race or something?
Death Race.
Jason Statham, probably.
Maybe.
Probably Jason Statham. I don't even know if that's true. It just seems like the kind of movie he'd be in.
All right, so here we go. New circle has popped up. It's a little bit to the south of where we're at right now. We're just kind of driving around. See, guys, we get these flashes of moments of where you can see what's about to happen.
Well, this is Arbiter. You know, we saw him have a good round before.
Yep.
And he's doing, I don't even know if he's doing decently this round. Is 38 doing decently?
Who knows? I would be willing to bet that there's a lot of solos kind of running around. The duo partners kind of getting run over here and there. Still driving out and about because we started off this round with 33 teams, if I remember correctly.
I don't recall, but I will take your word for it.
All right, so here we go. And here's essentially our ending arena that we're looking at. It's going to be around the swamplands, a couple of trees, so that way people can kind of play around it. But you can see earlier, not necessarily being behind a tree is not the safest place to be. Did we see somebody outside of a car there to the left?
I missed it, but I was just going to ask you, what about gas? Do people run out of gas here a lot? I mean, I'm looking at the gas tank, and we're not doing so hot.
Gas cans are a big factor inside of it because you can see a couple of people were using them earlier. Like I said, it's all about PUBG is always about attrition. Let's be real. It's about making sure you maintain your resources and everything else like that. And this mode is kind of a different style of that because you have to make sure that you conserve your vehicle damage and your gas, just like you're talking about. And making sure you don't flip your car. That's a big factor on it.
That's going to be huge, especially as we get down here to the end, especially this kind of area, right? A lot of little dips that may flip you over accidentally if you get a nice bump at the right time against another car.
Exactly. So there's all these like little curves and angles that you can play around. So you got to be very, very careful with it. And he's doing the smart move. You got to hunt the bushes because there could be people hiding inside of those bushes. All right, here we go.
Oh, yeah. Look at that circle, boys and girls.
New circle pops up. It's on the side of Quarry. So that means it's going to be kind of the full-on arena is going to commit in. You can see people are starting to circle around. Vehicles are going to have to start bumping into each other. There's one building complex inside of it, so a couple of the melee people can play around this location. Sit, wait, bait. Looks like he's going to start opting in for nades. As you can see, look at that. Look at the amount of cars that are all stacked up on top of each other. That's a risky nade, I was going to say.
The little camera shimmy afterward.
Well, anytime you do something that amuses you. Have you ever do that?
Of course.
All right, so let's see how we're going to line up everything right there. Tensoon still not inside of a car, kind of hiding out in that location. I don't know if he has one. It's like Dopper seems like he has one.
Dopper's got to get over and pick him up. I think that's his teammate. Tensoon and Dopper, maybe?
Yeah. No, because he had somebody else next to him. All right, Eggbinny, we saw a second ago.
Oh my God.
All right, here we are. Buggy's driving around like crazy. Hellison's taking him through. Lunch kind of tapping into his own teammate.
Yeah,
no, actually, no, those are two different. Sorry.
Those are not teammates?
No, the color was just almost exactly the same.
Gotcha.
Numbers in front of them were a little bit different. Yeah, see, Arms with the young room right now, so they're...
Right.
All right, here we go. Just jump into melee. That's what you do.
Get him! Oh, you got to get out, run!
Get your melee.
He's going to switch cars.
It's just like, fine. I'll take your UAZ. That's near on full life, bro. Cool, whatever. Get it? Can he get it? Oh, just a little bit.
Underhand, here comes the blue, too.
Yep. Teammates kind of blocking him there, so now making their way off into the distance.
Oh, man, this is so risky.
Oh, he's trying to go for the steal. Got to be careful with it. Vehicle hop starting to become a thing. See, this is the way you play it right now. Is he going to commit to it? Yeah!
Oh, God, the bait! Drive!
Remember, you can melee people or something.
Man, the mind games here are ridiculous.
I know it sounds weird, but that's all big factor inside this mode. It's like jumping inside of the vehicle, and because you can still swing at people while you're outside of it.
Right. If you run over a bike and you're in a UAZ, do you kill them?
Well, you do some damage, you can balance them, and you can push them a little bit more. The motorcycle is pretty much about avoidance or mind games. is kind of what you're going for whenever you have
man. 35 flares left to go here in the circle as it closes on in.
And this terrain is rough, like you were talking about beforehand. It's real easy to tip over your vehicle if you're not careful. Somebody connects at just the right time. See the motorcycle getting bounced around there?
Yeah, I feel like if I was in this, I would not want to drive around where other vehicles are, because that's like a hot spot for grenades.
Well, see, what I would do is, with this map, I would probably go play along that hill on the quarry area.
There, right? Yeah,
he's going up there, and then just rain a red zone down on top of it.
Yeah.
This is that moment you want to use your utility.
Oh, there's people way up there.
At lunch, you got Dog Disc playing over there. See, they're kind of waiting on the outside. Wait, we had somebody essentially kill themselves and kill somebody else up in the top right. All right, so you can get a feel of the mini-map and kind of what's going down right now. And
the mini-map right now, the bottom right of the screen, though. Look at that thing. Yeah. 44 seconds to go here in this phase.
All right, so now you can start to see it's starting to get a little bit to the point where vehicles are going to start taking a little bit too much damage. You just can't be friendly at this point anymore. You just got to start doing something with it. It's so quiet on the street.
Yeah, this is tense for them, right? I mean, can you imagine a bunch of vehicles around here, you don't hear any of them?
I know. That's what it is. Cutting out all the vehicles.
Help me focus here.
Gotta.
Car!
Hi, car!
It's like bumper cars for them. Let's go, Egg Benny. Oh! Can you grenade into someone's car?
No.
Oh, that would be ridiculous.
Now, what I have seen be a common strategy on this is to just essentially kamikaze. You can essentially get in your car, you drive straight at somebody, you hop into another seat, you bring out a grenade, and then you just drop it, and hopefully you get far enough away from it that you don't kill yourself, but you can take out anybody that's chasing after you.
Oh my gosh. This is just chaos right now.
And yes, guys, this is hack, slash, and throw, and it's definitely drive and make an accident. That's kind of the way that this plays out as we go through here.
Yeah, 30 to go. Man, that blue zone, as you mentioned, is going to be a huge factor. Not a lot of people are dying here despite all being in close proximity, right? So once that circle gets even smaller, bumping people in and out of that blue, you know, the grenades are going to come out, and the vehicles is just going to be so deadly. I feel like it's just going to be a really quick top 8.
Yeah, it's going to get to this point where you can't essentially drive, and one of the big factors is getting like a UAZ or a Dacia or whatever and pushing somebody into the blue. That's where the full-on demolition derby kicks off, or bumper cars, or whatever you want to call it.
If this hill in the quarry stays, that could be a huge deciding factor in how the final moments are played out here.
This is true. Also could make motorcycles very strong because people could cut up and down through this. Yeah, as you can see, motorcycle cut just going straight up the hillside.
Oh, not making it all the way up, though.
Oh, got to be careful with it.
Oh, the buggy was in the way.
Now, one thing about the buggy to note is you can actually melee the tires and pop them.
Whoa, okay.
So whenever you're out and about, you can keep an eye out for that and try to take them out.
Good to know. Oh, man, trying to traverse up here, going down. Arbiter, going to be all right.
You can almost just kind of like hang out around the hillside and hit people as they're making their way down the hill and try to flip their cars. That'd be pretty smart.
Man, the fear when they see the grenade get off.
There we go. Got one.
Don't ride it.
All right, so now you can start to hear all the nades starting to come into effect. People were smart. They saved them, realizing the fact that this is the point. Because, like, think about it. If you used all your nades earlier, you just waste them. Now you can essentially just throw nades, and wherever they land, you could potentially get a kill.
Yeah, and actually,
there's just no space.
The safe zone moving in off the hill now, so there's going to be no hill to hide on in the next phase here.
And Arbiter, you know that he probably wants one of those guns off his back, off the wall right now so bad. He's like, please, give me something.
Oh boy, this is getting nutty. 25 to go. A lot of UAZs
out of nowhere.
Rocks out of nowhere, trees out of nowhere, other vehicles. I love how people seem to be throwing out the utility at the same time. It's like right now, it's like a chill mode. Everyone's waiting. All right, wait for the next zone. Wait for the next zone. They will unleash all of our grenades.
Now, I will say that that's kind of the downside of playing on this map is it's too big to start with. So whenever we played on Sandhawk, so everybody that tunes in whenever we get to EU, and if you guys want this, Sandhawk is with the map you want this. All right, starting to see the nades collapse around everywhere. Get the side view. Whoa!
Oh my! Over the top.
So right through there.
Let's go.
All right, so 24 people out and alive. You can see there's really nowhere to go at this stage.
Yo, get out! Get in his car!
Come in! Well, actually, he has to be very careful. He has to like jump out. He has to switch seats because if he just jumps out, UAZs galore everywhere right now. I don't even see any motorcycle driver still up and active.
It's too dangerous. And even the Dacia doesn't look like it's going to be able to compete in the circle of cars.
Got the guy hanging out on top of the buggy, just patiently waiting there.
Can you drive, like, if somebody's sitting at the top of the buggy, can you, like, drive over it, over the front of it, run them over at the top of the buggy?
I don't know. I know you used to be able to, but I don't know about present status.
Right.
Oh, Nate's starting to collapse down here, and there we go, driving out in the blue. Keep in mind, this blue hurts.
Oh, my gosh.
Then he backs up right inside of the Molotov.
He's so low.
He's on
Armor's
fire.
in trouble.
Got to be careful.
He's out. Look at his face. He was so pissed.
Told you, blue is going to start being the factor. You got to start being real careful now. See, cars were kind of the way to stay alive before, but this is where it starts getting kind of dangerous to be in one.
Do it now.
Oh, just a little late. Off.
Yeah.
Using the smokes, making a wall over there, but that just means that a car could just bust through that smoke wall at any given second.
Yeah, smoke is deadly, man, on every side now. But here we go, down to 12 already. We just lost 10 people in the last, like, 10 seconds, I feel like.
Yep. The circle's starting to collapse in now. It's all about the violence. How do you play around to getting the UAZ, rolling it back down?
The blue's going to be ticking so hard.
Just waiting to see motorcycles just cut up and down the hill.
I think he's using it as a shield right now, right?
Yeah.
This is lunch we're looking at.
Positioning
boom!
Mac Ma getting taken down there, dropping us down to our top 10 finally. Motorcycle, you can see, keeps looking that direction for it. And look at all of the vehicles just on fire down there.
Burning,
you can do this. This is your moment. This is where you were saving that made for it. Yes.
Yes.
Look at it. Just everybody died. Oh, pan battle? No.
No. Whoa! Surprise! My dead body just found you.
Just raining from the skies.
We're down to 4 now. Whoa, is that a grenade he just tossed?
All right.
Oh, he's got a weapon.
Pans.
He's got a weapon. Run.
Here comes the melee duel.
Oh, God!
Circle's collapsing down to the final point, so any damage you can get is influential right now because that means everybody's going to take performance damage.
Boom!
Blue's coming through. Nice nade coming.
Winner,
and he's going to get the kill and the win.
Look how tiny that circle is.
Coming through there.
Oh, my God. That was chaos.
Victory Fox, Lunch and OLAD. Kudos on playing through. And coming out with the melees in the name. You can see it wasn't even the cars that